dropped the ball quite early, so maybe jet lag, unfamiliarity in the
definitely possible
in the Sheik on the PAL version definitely could take a toll on him.
But
so let's see if
that
Prof
was that
manages.
set, and this one is a new set. Prof versus Swedish Delight.
Yep.
I believe these guys have played in America, but I don't think they've ever played in Europe. And the matchup is slightly more. Well, it's changed, but it's less clear to say whose favourites changed it.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think it's, I don't know, quite the same, I would say.
I think it depends on this kind of style. If you're a more tech chase heavy style, then it can cost you a lot,
That's
playing
true.
in the PAL version. But, that survivability can, help a lot if you're a more defensive, smash DI, out shield options oriented player.
Yeah, Swedish Delight definitely Swedish Delight looks poised to get a second shot at Armada in this tournament, because that was the only one who was able to clearly beat him up until this point. So yeah, he takes the lead against Professor Pro. Professor Pro not being able to retaliate in time, recognizing that was not recognizing there was a little bit too less of percent to kill him off the top. Ooh, Swedish with a very unfortunate misinput there with a forward smash on the platform. I think he wanted to drop down back air to catch Professor Pro off guard, trying to get back from the ledge. Yeah, already was out of his invincibility frame, so this could potentially have been a gimp.
Yes.
But he just died because he did a forward air, forward smash input. Unfortunate stuff.
Yeah, I mean, game's going pretty close considering, all of the kind of nonsense that's happened so far. Swedish does manage to establish a bit of a lead here, but his crouch cancel is broken, so Prof's going to be looking to close this one out quite quickly without taking too much percent, more critically. Swedish manages to get onto the stage, but Prof still follows that edge guard up, gets a tech chase, and sets back off the left-hand side of the stage all over again.
Oh, and Prof messing up his recovery there, not being on the ledge in time, but then again, Swedish Delight messing up the edge guard as well. Maybe overestimating the distance that the up B could go, because Fox B is changed in this version of the game. It's a lot less, reaches a lot less far. Again, edge guard situation.
Ooh, great stuff from Prof there. Air dodging to avoid the hitbox of the Sheik up B, and then getting up so he can do a turnaround up tilt leading into a combo. And not just a combo, but a combo that sends him back off the stage.
Yep.
Swedish got his own ideas about combos though.
So this is the last Sheik in the tournament.
Yeah.
And Prof eliminated Amsa before.
Yes.
Will he be able to eliminate the last Sheik of the tournament and make it, I don't know, make it to some Fox Ditto, some revenge against Leffen, potentially beating Wizrobe on his way there?
Well, he's had the right bracket for it, just had a pretty good warm-up if you're playing a great Sheik is to play another great one just before.
Definitely, so yeah.
And in that set, I felt like there were moments where Prof was really, really on it, and there were moments where he wasn't quite at that same level. So I think that'll let him know these are the bits that I need to tighten up, these are the bits I need to focus on.
Yeah, dude, Swedish Delight, not the most impressive player, not the most flashy player you could imagine. He definitely is no plump, if you watch him. But he makes his opponent look a lot worse than you're used to, because Swedish Delight is all about the correct positioning, being in the right place at the right time, at the right spot, to be able to catch your opponent off guard, because he knows what his opponent is about to do. Yeah. He knows the game by heart, and he has a very, very solid, simple punish game. And he goes to Fox on Pokemon Stadium.
Okay,
not believing in the ability of Sheik to win Pokemon Stadium against Fox, apparently.
Wow. I'm quite surprised by this. Because Prof's really good at Fox Dittos as well.
Yeah, he brought Leffen to Game 5 earlier today.
Did,
so
yeah. I mean...
but then again... Swedish could have went for a Swedish Shine there.
Yeah, but unfortunately the Swedish Shine named after actually Swedish players, not just players that have the word Swedish in the name.
I would like to think that the Swedish Shine is actually named after IBP, whom I saw this do like a long time before I knew Leffen. But then again, I think Armada brought it to the attention of the world. So
yeah, it's one of those things. You couldn't be the first person to do it in your bedroom, but if you're the one who brings it to the stage and lets everyone know about it, then you've got that.
Kind of like Amstatech Overtech, I
guess. Speaking of. So Prof's got first stock here, and is looking to put a bit more on the next one. Swedish has some decent follow-ups of his own, but not to the kind of Fox main level that you see.
Yeah, he's not hesitant with his follow-ups, so he definitely knows what follow-ups he can go for, but then again, he kind of overestimates himself sometimes, it looked like. Then he overextends in that situation, and Prof gets at least a combo breaker out of it, which sucks for Swedish, because he's basically trading hits most of the time, and Prof retaliates harder.
Yeah. Prof's got him really boxed in the corner right now.
Wow, he dash attacked on that weird wonky edge there. I would have never done that, and I think Prof did not expect that at all. That's why Swedish got away with it. But making his way into the center stage from the right-hand side of this rock transformation is possibly one of the most difficult things to do in all Melee. In all of Melee.
It is. Those don't, there's a little wall there that looks like it's flat and it's a bit of ground, but it is not. So that can play havoc with your ledge dash, with your roll from the ledge. All of those options can get messed up.
Yeah, it just plain sucks, and Swedish suffered from it so heavily.
Yes.
Ooh, Prof could have been hit there, I think.
Yeah, he definitely didn't quite get the sweet spot he wanted.
Hey,
he drifted a little bit back to try and make himself safer, but it definitely felt a bit more touch and go than I think he'd want to allow.
No DI on that back air. Did not expect to get hit at all because he was standing in shield, but I think one of his legs was exposed. So Swedish could hit the back air.
Big up tilt there from Prof, and this is looking like a long continued compound.
Oh, and he gets torched!
Yeah. Prof is so good at making it look like he's going to attack you in the corner, but really just holding the middle of the stage, forcing you to do that roll and then punishing.
Oh my god, this could potentially lead to a stock lead for Swedish Elite. In the Fox Ditto against Prof. Oh my god! He caught him off guard. He wasn't able to land there and caught him with the down smash. Wow.
Now the rock is out. Swedish decides he's going to go straight to the left.
And he goes straight to the ledge, right on time.
Yes.
And dude, Swedish is just throwing out these full-up nairs, and Prof looks like he doesn't know how to retaliate with that, because the stage is so wonky at the moment that Swedish just throwing out hitboxes
Prof really doesn't want to be taking this damage as well. It's the other thing.
Yeah, you don't go in there if you're the one with low percent. You won't.
He was on 35 before he went into the pit. Now he's taking an extra 50.
Yeah,
and that's making this last stock look much harder.
Yeah.
You know, he obviously has got a stellar punish game, especially in Fox Dittos. But there definitely is a possibility of something like that happening.
Swedish takes it the Fox Ditto on Pokemon Stadium. We were very surprised that he even went for it, but then again, over the course of the game, the kind of trading hit style of Swedish really paid off big time for him. But, you know, Prof a little bit stubborn maybe, and also recognizing that this is still his best stage in the game.
I'm just a bit worried about how quick he snapped to pick back to it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, you lost to the Sheik, and then he switched to his secondary Fox, and you lost. You know, maybe that's the time where you need to have that moment to compose yourself.
I think so as well, yeah. But, you know, Prof is there for a reason, and we are here for a reason, so maybe he knows better. I don't know.
Yeah.
At the moment, it doesn't look like it, though. At the moment, it looks like Swedish is just outplaying Prof, dude.
Yeah.
With I don't know if we could even call that a secondary. I think I've seen more Luigi of Swedish Elite than I've seen as Fox, you know? But yeah, Swedish has been around for a while. I've seen like a lot of characters of his. Like he counterpicks Ice Climbers with Peach from time to time. I've seen his Luigi before. I think we've seen his Jigglypuff, so definitely wouldn't put it past him to win a Fox Ditto against Prof.
Yeah.
And yeah, apparently
you've seen he has, yeah.
Woo.
So Prof playing a very tech chase heavy punish game there. He got like quite a few follows, but then one he dropped, and then suddenly Swedish turns it around, picks up the kill. Simple back air though will close it out. 3-2 for Prof here. I think this is not a game that he wants to win, you know, one stock where he's almost dead. You know, he wants to win this by like a clean stock or maybe even two.
Yep,
so they get a bit more confidence and a bit more momentum as he goes into the rest of this set. He needs to win 3 games in a row here.
Oh my god,
Professor that was nuts. Put that on the replay reel at the end of this set, please. Because holy moly, that was
put it on the replay wheel of 2017, I guess.
Such creative move choice.
And that's going to be a stock. Plain and simple. Still one stock apart. By the way, this was the first time that we didn't see the rock transformation over the course of the set here. And yeah, apparently Swedish plays very well with all these transformations.
Yeah. Excellent smash DI getting out the up air follow-up on the platform there for Swedish. So showing that he has some transferable skills that are really helping him out in this matchup and in the Sheik matchup.
That's going to be it.
There you go.
All right, Prof evens out the Fox Ditto count, but there's still the Sheik on the table.
It's
so
got to make me ask that question. is that one game that makes me feel that to me feels like how game 2 should have gone. You know what I mean? And
definitely.
Maybe just that one drop game is going to come back to bite him later in the set because he has no more room for mistakes.
Yeah,
you know, he's down 2-0.
He has no more counterpicks left. It's potentially 2 tournament sets for him now.
Yeah, and as well, he may have just hit his stride of beating up on Fox, and now it's back to Sheik.
Yeah,
because things could definitely play against him.
And also, I think switching from Fox to Sheik in case of Swedish right now is the easier thing to do.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, he's just back to what he's comfortable on, whereas Cross been throwing lefts and rights all over the place.
Yeah. Man, I did not expect that at all. All right.
Off the stage now. Ooh, just goes slightly above that down smash, allowing him to live. Strong DI there from Prof. But the back air from Swedish probably, and a second one will close out. Only taking 40% in that first engagement, and that's the kind of percent range you want to be in. That's the Sheik after taking the first kill.
Prof getting the wave shine up throw up air.
Yep.
Putting him to 67, 76. It's now not possible anymore for him to crouch cancel and get too much benefits out of it.
Twice I saw that Prof reaching a little bit far for some of these edge guards. I wonder, maybe he's not quite as composed as he needs to be, but
solid edge guard there by Prof, yeah. Baiting out Swedish Delight to recover a certain way. And as we said, we saw a lot more tricky recovery from Amsa than we saw from Swedish Delight earlier today. But Swedish Delight's punish game on stage is just so much more solid, you know?
Yes, it is.
And it looks so simple. It looks like anyone could do it. But, you know, Swedish really has got his timing down, and he really knows to be when to be where, you know?
That was some great DI there from Professor Pro, but equally excellent needles from Swedish Delight, preventing him from getting to the ledge with his double jump, forcing him to use an up B.
Well, 22%.
Yeah.
And Swedish was even laughing about it, and Prof was looking like stone cold.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be I don't want to call it till it's over, but sometimes there's a certain kind of face and a kind of play style that Professor Pro can have, and those two things don't usually come before he wins a set. They usually come when he's down a little bit, perhaps a little bit demotivated, not feeling on top. You know, the change he's going to have to make to bring it back is going to have to come pretty damn soon.
Oh yeah, I think so as well. You know, it was a very silly moment that we looked at.
Yes.
And Prof didn't look like he recognized how silly it was at all.
I
So
know, yeah.
So
it speaks volumes, that, doesn't it? It speaks
definitely,
volumes. Yes. But gets the shine, puts Swedish off the stage, has him on the ledge, and finds a pretty randy up smash there.
Yep.
Very big call out.
About 1% off of killing him, though, and now Swedish makes it back and gets the stock in return.
Okay, yeah. I think there's just a few things that Prof's doing. He's really, really not respecting his Swedish when he's on the ledge. He's pushing far too far forwards, trying to hit him while he's invincible, and just getting counter hit for it.
Yep.
So that is going to have to change pretty darn quick.
Swedish not trying to overcommit to center stage. Prof gives him center stage basically for free.
Yeah, but he's kind of has control of the game. Yep, excellent choice to just immediately use an air there. Break out of that situation, but he's playing with fire when he steps that close to the corner.
See, this game could potentially be, the set could potentially be a game 5 set.
Yeah, exactly. It could just one knockdown here and that's it for Prof. Or he might be able to start a new combo here and bring it to game 5.
Crouch cancel on the down tilt was amazing by Prof. Oh my god. And now he is on the punish.
This is good stuff from Prof. Exactly where he is. Weak net.
And now he overextends on the edge guard again. Prof.
Needs to take his time. Oh, he dies in on that F tilt, and that might be because weak back air into fair. That was beautiful.
Amazing stuff, by you know, that's what I was talking about. Swedish Delight definitely knows his spots when to attack, because Prof was overextending on the edge guard, and it didn't look too bad, but Swedish made the utmost out of it, carrying him all the way from the right side of the stage on low percent with the simplest of move choices. Just to kill him and win the set this way. So Swedish Delight definitely an amazing player, amazing at improvising in certain situations that you don't usually, expect your opponent to put you in.